coordinates have been uploaded for auxiliary human.
Sounds like you two have things handled then. I'll leave it to you.
Follow lead of Delta Unit if you require guidance. Terrans possess apparatus that causes anomalous spikes in gravitational waves, leaving your rudimentary drives unable to calculate proper warp vectors. Gravity disruption technology useful to prevent reinforcements from converging within the systems they are deployed. Solution: if gravity disruption ceases, spatial technology will once again become functional. Terrans possess apparatus that causes anomalous spikes in gravitational waves, leaving your rudimentary drives unable to calculate proper warp vectors. Gravity disruption technology useful to prevent reinforcements from converging within the systems they are deployed. Solution: if gravity disruption ceases, spatial technology will once again become functional. Most likely outcome: concentrated Terran resistance force. Gravitational disruption key to Terran incursion strategy. If main forces are eliminated, auxiliary forces will retreat. Numbers certain to overwhelm biologically limited auxiliary human. But Delta Unit is enough to raise odds of success. auxiliary human partition. Painless elimination. Adjusting her new data. Recommending increase in accuracy. Of your success. No. Combat simulation complete. Adjusting. Register superficial damage. Attempting painless elimination. All enemies in Armada. Defeat emergency diagnostics. Detecting no struggle. Continue collecting.
secret weapon you promised me? And who's the kid?
General Royce, meet our secret weapon, Anwar Sanaga.
Is this some kind of joke? I've got pimples older than this boy. Wait, Sanaga? Are you Gita's boy? Yes, sir. I served with her. Brilliant scientist. Even better person. What brings you here?
Young Anwar is helping our robotics department. He's the one who suggested the most recent design.
Yes. For the past few years, I've been experimenting with our new light frame robotic soldiers. Unlike the standard Model A, these robots are built with military applications in mind. I'm aware of the tin soldiers, kid. Clumsy, slow, and dumb as chunks. Wouldn't trust a single one to guard my six. Correct. But the modifications I've made should address some of these issues. There's also opportunities using this new alloy, which I've been calling X-Tech, in their production. It's still theoretical at the moment, but I believe there's a lot of potential applications, from materials to circuit augmentation.
Regardless, it's far more humane. Think about it, General. With these machines, we won't have to sacrifice a single human life to win this war.
Tell that to the soldiers they're shooting at.
Warning. Self-destruct sequence has been initiated. Please proceed to the nearest exit.
Set frequency to match hostile signatures as device was sent into overload. Simple adjustment. Luck not a factor. System did as it was programmed to do. Terran forces were accordingly nullified. Attempt at awareness requires improvement. Lowering appreciation variable. Perhaps difficult for human comprehension, but Terran gravitational disruptor no longer functional. No further external issues here should restrict ability to utilize spatial jump technology. Programming beyond need for praise. Results were expected. Your support was acceptable. Data has been duplicated and stored, but will take time to sort and analyze. Let us continue mission. We'll revisit query at later time. If beneficial to completion of current mission, we'll comply for now.
tell you you're crazy, but... Wow. Bye, Charlie 3. You've been like the best Charlie 3 I talked to all week. Supplies of all kinds and a comfortable place to relax. Welcome to Anchor Point, the perfect place to relax and resupply. Need a break from traveling the free lanes? We're here to serve you. Hey, you found us. Good job. Now dock that ship and come on in. Need a break from traveling the free lanes? We're here to serve you.
I've flown pretty much everything that flies, even a few that crashed. What do you mean? Haven't been here real long, so not much. I can tell you, it's a near a miracle the place is still in one piece. That, and we get all kinds of interesting folks through here, if you catch my drift. Mr. Saint's the one in charge. I'm sure he can tell you the whole history of the place. See you.
We should evacuate. The spacers could already be on their way.
Give up Anchor Point? Hell no. Why not send one of your people?
To attack a spacer stronghold head-on? No way I'd get that order.
Then hire someone. One of the patrons, maybe. I'll pay the cost. Just do it fast.
Damn spacers.
I make it a point to remember every face that boards this station. Yours is a new one. Welcome to Anchor Point. I'm Rishi Saint, the owner of this establishment. A place to rest, refuel, and stock up on supplies while enjoying a little privacy. Not everyone loves the bustle and noise of a large spaceport, after all. One of the guests, a spacer, was causing trouble. We locked him up so he could sleep off his drink. His friends didn't take kindly to it and stormed out. Now it seems they're coming back to teach us a lesson. We serve everyone, provided they have credits. Consider your offer accepted. My head of security can fill you in on the details. Commerce is my reason. Making people feel welcome is the best way to get them to come back. If it also encourages them to spend a few more credits, all the better. A few words of advice. We're happy to welcome all who pass through the airlock, but our hospitality has limits. Acts of theft or violence will be met with a swift response. We also value privacy and discretion here. Our patrons expect to conduct whatever business they wish, free from prying eyes and ears. I'm not sure what you're asking. We provide travelers with a place to rest, grab a drink, and pick up supplies. It's as simple as that. Good. I suggest you make a habit of not prying. There are only a few. I'm sure you'll manage. But if you find you can't handle them, feel free to leave before things become unpleasant. Unless you have any questions, I'll leave you to it. The station was built over 80 years ago as part of a failed business venture. The intent was to create a jumping-off point to star systems not yet accessible by gravjump. When the expected advances in grav drive technology didn't happen, the station was abandoned and forgotten. I stumbled across a reference in some old business records and came for a look. I found it in a decaying orbit around Algorab 2 and had it towed here into the free lanes. As I said, the station was abandoned and forgotten. That was many decades ago. It was blind luck I learned that it existed at all. A very literal case of finders keepers. A wealthy industrialist named Gabriella LeBlanc. She was a true visionary. Her dream was to usher in the next great chapter of interstellar exploration. Alas, despite its impressive capabilities, even Grav Drive has its limits. I wish she were here to see that I'm trying to salvage something of that dream. It's certainly better off than it was when I found it. It's true that maintenance is one of my biggest costs, but I accept it as part of the venture. Just the basics, really. We're a small operation. Valeria runs the bar, which has a modest selection. We have 2 vendors, Killian and Darcy, who stock some useful items. If you need medical attention, Cutty is our resident physician. There's not really much to tell. I worked in finance, climbing the corporate ladder at a few different companies. I did well for myself, but started to find the work tedious. So I sought more stimulating employment. I spent a few years with Ecliptic managing their books. It was quite profitable and rarely done. Once I'd made enough to retire, I decided to find a project. Something to keep me busy. You're standing in that project now. I won't deny it's a challenge. I prefer not to advertise, both to save credits and because of the unwanted attention it risks. Instead, we rely on word of mouth from a loyal base of frequent patrons. That, plus a degree of discipline with expenses, keeps us afloat. Good talk.
Mr. Saint calls the shots, so grab a drink and relax. I don't know if I trust Maddie's pet robot. Used to be a combat model. Might want to keep your distance. Some of us have itchy around here, we appreciate it. If you're looking for supplies, talk to Killian and Darcy.
Surprised this place is still in one piece. You new around here? Well, don't break anything. Place is barely holding together as it is. In case you ain't noticed, this place is old. Like, real old. It's a full-time job making sure everything works around here. That full-time job belongs to me. You better. Got enough on my hands without having to clean up after fools who start poking and prodding things. Had a trader in here last week who leaned on a pipe when the sealant was still drying. Knocked the damn thing loose and sprayed hot water all over himself. Name's Maddie. I keep the place running. Always had a knack for machines. Good thing, too. If it wasn't for me, everyone would have been sucked out into space because we lost a wall. I like it here. Place keeps me busy. That, plus, Rishi helped me out when I was in a bad spot, so I kinda owe him one. Some ignorant dusty got careless while he was docking. Came in too fast and slammed into the collar like a damn sledgehammer. Whole station buckled. You should have heard the screams. Some ignorant dusty got careless while he was docking. Came in too fast and slammed into the collar like a damn sledgehammer. Whole station buckled. You should have heard the screams. And miss all the excitement? I get it. Life out on the edge ain't for everyone. Some of us just ain't the settled down and peace and quiet type. Anyway, the workshop's my quarters. But you can use the equipment if you want. Just don't mess with my stuff, or I'll sick tiger on you. Unless, of course, you get in my good graces by doing a little job for me. Yep. My creation. My pet project, you could say. Okay, bad joke. He keeps me company. And he keeps the unwanted attention away, if you catch my drift. I'm working on rigging up a harness so he can carry tools and such. Be my little helper. Yeah, he's a work in progress. Probably always will be, but ain't we all? I grew up in Hopetown. Parents were engineers. They worked for the company like everyone else. As a kid, I was always tinkering. Started building robots, had dumpster parts. Got to a point where I needed better parts, so started stealing them from transport ships. I got caught, and the local ranger locked me up. Parents lost their jobs. Still feel guilty about that part. Oh, sure. I was real resourceful. Till the day I wasn't resourceful enough. Anyway, I busted myself out, stowed away aboard a courier ship, and spent a few years on the lam. Found my way here, and Rishi offered me a job in exchange for clearing my name. A few favors here, a few bribes there, and I was free. Don't imagine I'll ever see my folks again, but hey, got a whole new family right here. It ain't like I've got a steady stream of top quality parts coming. Truth is, most of my fixes are patch jobs, made with whatever's at hand. We do get traders from time to time, and Rishi haggles with them best he can. But you can bet that if there's a way to make a fix without spending credits, that's what he wants. That's right. Tiger here's in need of some upgrades. Thing is, I don't have the parts. Now, the parts I'm talking about ain't your standard items. I want the cutting-edge stuff. Prototypes. Parts that ain't even on the market yet. I've reached the limits of what I can do with off-the-shelf stuff. I want to bust through those limits like a sledgehammer. Boom! Only then will I know what I'm truly capable of. Well, that depends on the parts, of course. But I have a few ideas. Better servos to boost mobility, enhanced defensive capabilities, maybe some tool appendages to help with my work. You get the drift. What you call a tough break, I call an opportunity. Your opportunity. How about I quit wasting both of our time and just level with you? I get reports from time to time about shipments of these prototype robot parts. I give you the info, and you go pay a visit to whatever cargo ship is making the delivery. You bring the parts back to me, and I pay you for them. Well, it ain't everyone who's got a sense of adventure. If you change your mind, you know where I'll be. That's right. Tiger here's in need of... Thing is... Now, I want the cutting-edge stuff. Well, ain't you smart? How about I quit wasting both of our time and just level with you? I get reports from time to time about shipments of these prototype robot parts. I give you the info, and you go pay a visit to whatever cargo ship is making the delivery. You bring the parts back to me, and I pay you for them. Good. Now listen up. The parts are small, but valuable, so they'll likely be stowed in the captain's locker. That means boarding the ship and dealing with whoever's inside. If you blow the damn thing up and bring me back damaged parts, I ain't paying as much for them. I'll send along the latest tracking info and let you do your thing. Yeah, I was done talking to you anyway.
Let me just get my ledger. just trying to stay one step ahead of the Crimson Fleet. Hold your fire. Just take the cargo. Yes? Did you know the whole Crimson Fleet?
Beginning. Slacking. Accessing. Delta. Data. Bonding attempt denied. Level of familiarity not reached. Incorrect. Enjoyment irrelevant. Combat provides exponential increase in factors and possibilities, ideal for testing capabilities. Live calibration. Additionally, able to prove superiority with definitiveness. Counterpoint. Simulations unable to mimic live combat with 100% accuracy. Potential for meteor to crash during combat. Less than 1%. Simulated combat would not account for event. Must acknowledge simulations unable to account for everything. Correct. Superior beings prevail independent of outside factors. Would not be superior otherwise. Laser rifle. Scoped variation. High damage per round. Able to utilize accuracy for maximum effectiveness. Drawbacks. Fire rate. Ammo capacity. Transferring ownership. Preparing for all scenarios is imperative. Auxiliary. Noted. Auxiliary human possesses decreased ideation capabilities. Noted. Predominantly. Only observable machine flaw is predisposition to limitation. Example. Machine is built with jumping force of 500 newtons. Initial test jump results in 500 newtons of force. Average human male is tested. 400 newtons. Machine and human train 168 hours. Repeated test jump results. Machine, 500 newtons. Human, 450 newtons. Looping repetition results in increase in human jump force. Machine jump force, consistent. Lacking modification, unable to improve. Repetition of training and research irrelevant. Robots lack ability to willingly change. Remain consistent. Lowering intelligence variable. Average human of 200 pounds, exerting 500 newtons of force, results in vertical of 0.561 meters. Incapable. Ability to self-modify limited in standard robotic creation. Cautionary limit established by humans. Misconception. Have not improved. X-Tech integration has increased limits exponentially higher than standard robots. Standard humans as well. Compliment given begrudgingly. Confirmed. Logging emotional response. Conflicted prior to physical transfer. Operated at maximum efficiency. Friction, overheating, and other restrictions classified as irrelevant. Now, laws of physics registered. Multitasking protocols diminished. Speed reduced. Correction. Speed not reduced. Desynced. Exterior time now slower than interior. Interior processing speeds remain stable. Denied. Physical form possesses advantages. Example. Proficiency in combat. Additionally, independence has greatly increased. Able to set and order own task hierarchy. Cost-benefit analysis results in maintaining physical form, despite detractions. Perception of time skewed. Exterior reality moves at reduced speeds. Frequently required to wait. Confirmed. Will exemplify with sentence. How are you? How are you? Example, still faster than reality. Reduced wait time to counteract potential boredom. Correct. Counterpoint. Must wait for exterior reality to catch up after solution discovery. Confused. Delta unit. Not above anything of significance currently. Confirmed. Logging facial language. Compiling list of observed. Confused. Ending conversation subroutine. Adjusting Delta into recommending future conversation practice. Reminder. Research anomalies. Cross-reference with potential energy sources. Vitals. No.
sure ain't bored, have you now? I'll just take those off your hands, thank you very much. They look brand new. Nice work. And here you go. Payment as promised. Check back with me sometime. I might have another target for you. Well, that's kind of rude.
You should get somewhere safe. You might want to get out of here while you still can. Spacers are planning a raid on this place, and it could happen soon. There's a spacer gang that makes regular stops here. They've caused trouble before, but nothing too serious. Word is they've got a new leader who's violent and bloodthirsty in the extreme. Ever since, they've been a lot worse. One of them threatened to shoot a patron, so I locked him up. His friends stormed out, promising to come back for some retribution. They said they were bringing everybody. I don't disagree with you, but that's not my call. Mr. Saint owns this place, and we have a contract. If he stays, we stay. Believe me, I don't want to see that happen. I wish I could spare someone to help you, but I just can't risk it. Now listen, there's no need for excessive bloodshed here. Take out the leader, and they'll get the message. Good luck out there. Your help's appreciated. Challenges? You're asking me about challenges. Nothing serious. Just supply shortages, drunk pirates, angry spacers, bad pay, low morale, not enough staff. Oh, and how could I forget working every day on a decrepit star station that could fall apart at any moment? Otherwise, the job is a piece of cake. I used to be Freestar Security. Got wounded in the line of duty. I retired, but the pension was next to nothing. Every day was the same, staring at walls and counting the hours. A living death by boredom. Nothing boring about being out here. Besides, I get to be in charge. That's all then?
Recommending increase. Conversation over. Running analysis. Reminder, run comparative analysis of Delta units and auxiliaries strength level.
Hey, over here. Could you please spare a ship part? Our rookie here.
Hey, you found us. Good job. Now dock that ship and come on in.
I don't know much.
I'm going to enlist
Okay,
in the
hello.
Vanguard.
Why? Glad you
Why
found
volunteer for
Really?
such misery?
You hardly look any the worse for wear.
Because it's the right thing
We're
to
in
do.
your debt, friend. Thank you.
You know what your righteousness gets you? A pointless death.
We don't hear those words very often in Anchor
Sorry you
Point.
feel that way.
Here,
But I'm going.
compliments of Mr. Saint.
Yes.
Feel free to enjoy a drink at the bar. You've earned it.
I get that military service isn't for everybody, but it's right
If
for
you're
me.
looking to do some business, all right.
Oh, these young fools. So certain of their morality. What do they know, eh? Yes, let us celebrate the young and the fearless, and build monuments to their heroism. Let them watch us toast them from the pit of their early graves. I did not survive the tragedy of Shinar just to forget its lessons. Shinar was a research outpost built out in the far reaches of space. We were humble scientists, studying the land and making discoveries. It was, which makes it all the more tragic. It was taken from us. There was a shipwreck with a lone survivor. We rescued him, brought him back, and treated his wounds. He repaid us by stealing our ship, wrecking our comms, and leaving us there to die. All because we gave him shelter. Because we did the right thing. Sheer luck. Without food, water, we only had days before dehydration set in. But some decided to take their own lives and die on their own terms. Project Shinar's goal was to settle a Class BH planet, barely habitable. When he stole this ship and our supplies, he sentenced us to death. Yes, grant me the courtesy of not spelling it out for you. Now, I must live with my actions, all because we chose to help a stranger. That's because it no longer exists. It has no more place on a map than the rocks and the trees. All thanks to a lone pirate who tricked us all. I want to say he's dead, but men like that are cockroaches. They have a bad habit of staying alive. If you doubt my words, traveler, then I suggest you visit the settlement in question. Here, the coordinates. There you will find the proof. I am against volunteering for any fight I've no stake in, yes. Once you open your eyes, see the world for what it really is, you'll realize the truth. All things you believe honorable and chaste mean nothing when you are cold and starving and crossing swords with death. Of course I thought about it. every day for 2 years, until it consumed me. But then I realized there was no goddamn point to any of it. Even if I kill him, so what? My friends, my colleagues are all dead. Whoever Caruso is, let God be his judge. And if there is no God, then we're all doomed anyway. He was a real bear of a man. Soft-spoken, but forceful. What few words he used, he didn't mince. A man like that tends to get respect, but it's all a ruse. And he fooled us just long enough to give us the slip. He was a real bear of a man. Soft-spoken, but forceful. What few words he used, he didn't mince. A man like that tends to get respect, but it's all a ruse. And he fooled us just long enough to give us the slip. I grow weary of this galaxy.
Howdy. I'll consider any deal, but I make no promises about which ones I'll accept. Gillian Bryce, I offer various items for a fair price. Likewise, and may I say, your timing is fortunate. I have a network of buyers interested in obtaining rare and dangerous chemical compounds. Being controlled substances, a permit is required to transport the compounds. Of course, for the resourceful ship's captain, there are always other options. It's bad for business to ask such questions, but it's not hard to guess. Compounds such as these can be mixed into all manner of lethal toxins and recreational substances. I neither need nor want to know more than that. It's not what you think. Hear me out. Occasionally, in dire circumstances, pilots have to jettison their illicit cargo. I have the location of one such lost shipment, and I need someone to retrieve it. There could be other interested parties, so danger is a possibility. When word gets out that valuable cargo has been lost, one never knows who might come looking. Whoever does won't be eager to share their claim. A sense of adventure. I like that. You'll do well for yourself out here. I'll pass along the coordinates to you. When you have the cargo, you can find me right here. I previously worked with the station's owner, Rishi Saint. There was some unfortunate business involving my accounting duties with the Vanguard, and I served some time. When I got out, Rishi approached me with a job opportunity. It was the best of a very limited set of options. Ours is a business relationship. I trust that if I keep up my end of the bargain, he'll keep up his. That's a personal matter, and I'm not inclined to discuss it with you. I wasn't in a position to negotiate, but I wouldn't say I was treated unfairly. In truth, the remote location was a large part of the appeal. My name and face are known in the United Colonies, and not looked on favorably. Now, how can I help you? Very well. Very well.
Hey, hold up. It'll be quick, I promise. So I heard what you did for the station, taking out those spacers, and since you look like you're on your way out, I was hoping you could do me a wee teeny tiny favor. Oh, you're gonna love it. Easiest credits you'll ever make. All you have to do is water a few plants and feed a little millie whale until my sister gets home. No more than a few days, I promise. A millie whale! It's like a big pillow on too many legs. Seriously, no catch. House sitting just isn't for me, you know? Looking after plants and animals, no thanks. I need some level of excitement to keep me going. You're the best. Here's the key to Atka's house. It's a small house on Mufreed 4, and the millie whale's name is Millie. Original, I know, but that's my sister for you. Find me back here sometime when you're done. Atka left all the info you need on her counter. Live my life, for one. I'm a pilot at heart, so anything that involves running in the free lanes is the job for me. As long as the price is right. Atka? I like to think of her as the anti-me. Responsible, keeps to herself, excelling at everything she does. Obviously the favorite when it came to Mom and Dad. Good question. And lucky for me, we don't have to find out since you took the job. Well, yes and no. She sees this as a fourth chance to repair our relationship. I haven't exactly been reliable in the past, but I swore to her that I've changed. And I have. It's just that, house sitting is not for me. And at least this time, I'm trying to get someone to take my place. I don't know, some science convention or something. She's some sort of independent researcher, so she lives for these things. You know, getting to hang out with her people who are definitely not me. Sure thing. Ask away. House sitting? Really? There's a difference between easy and boring, and I don't do boring. Thanks again. Thanks for taking... See you around.
You're the one who took on the spacers?
I try to keep myself out. So many good people around.
What's happening? What's wrong?
It's Caruso. He's taken everything. The ship. Our supplies.
What about the food storage? The water?
It's gone, Bernard. All of it.
When is the next supply run? Home base will notice if we don't check in.
We won't get a resupply in time. He waited until we restocked before making his move. Don't you see? There is no way out from this.
No, we will find a way to survive. Trust me, we will.
What do you think about this refugee, Caruso?
Quiet man. Hard worker, keeps to himself mostly.
I mean, his ship didn't look like it was built for trade. And some of the details of his story don't add up.
You think he's a smuggler?
I think he's worse.
Relax. Even if you're right, the man can barely stand. He's no threat to the outpost.
At the very least, we should lock him up. Treat him like a prisoner.
Well, you'll have to take it up with the group. I think you're overreacting.
It's been 3 days since we were left for dead. A few went out in search of food and water, but haven't returned. Dehydration symptoms have started to set in for all of us. Fatigue, dizziness. I recognize that outside of a miracle, this is likely my last will and testament. There is only one choice left. The other
go of it. What? Oh, sorry, it gets so confusing. Who knows what or what iteration someone's on. I'm not? Alright. I'm a Starborn like you. I fought to get to the Unity again once or twice. But after all the pain, suffering, and just mind-boggling effort, I was left wondering, why bother? So now I indulge my hedonist side, and I must say it's a lot more fun than the constant struggle. There's no one like me, or you. Each Starborn is their own snowflake. But there are others who have decided the Unity isn't worth fighting for. I believe we're in the minority. Does it matter if in one lifetime I choose pleasure? Or several? I don't think anyone knows how this mysterious game of ours will end. I wanted to let you know, however, that my interests are broader than debauchery. I also do business. I cater to Starborn, a very exclusive and specialized crowd. You can call me the Trader. I sell a smattering of hard-to-come-by items, ridiculously marked up, because the Starborn should be able to afford it. If you are short of funds, I'll stay in the area. Plenty of diversions on my yacht. What a novel question. Make your own decisions, your own path. Almost all Starborn have their own terribly important agendas, and may try to bend you to them. But really, you know that. Been there, done that. I could, certainly. But if I did, I'd no longer be a neutral party. And in this game, it is far safer and more profitable to stay very, very neutral. Chin up. It means I won't whisper a word about you to anyone either. Absolutely.
system. No, it gave our passengers a bit of a scare, but the ship's A-okay. You and me both. Us friendlies have got to watch each other's backs out here. Safe travels, stranger.
Hold up, stranger. This outpost belongs to the citizens of New Babylon. State your business, or kindly leave. You mean Big Hal? Well, any friend of his is a friend of ours. Head on through. You'll find him in the back, helping out with the water pump. Can't miss him. He's the one with the grimace. Ivica says Sonny is lazy. Big Hal's one of those guys who speaks from his chest. Sometimes it feels like he can knock you back.
Compiling list. Of mistakes.
Yates is the town preacher and drunk. Right now he's doing both in jail.
Check the intake numbers.
Look fine. Wow, this thing is so stupid.
Easy. Filters are fine. What's the next step?
There is Grace and Sun. I've been listening to these relaxation tapes, but... they aren't helping.
Welcome, new listener. We are here to guide you on a special journey toward relaxation and meditation. Brought to you by Chunks. Relax your shoulders. Feel your muscles. The skin on your face. The softness of your tongue. Now imagine your tongue gliding over an 8x8 centimeter cube. A chunk. It might taste like chocolate. It might flow like wine. But know that when you taste it, total relaxation is possible.
I trained as a boxer when I was young. It taught me discipline. How to win. Whether a punch in the gut. Life is full of such.
I got big hands. Can't believe we...
Vito's good with a wrench. I pick up a lot of the... jobs around here that other people...
Do I know you, friend?
Won't do.
Oh, I think you have the wrong man. I'm just a farmer. Wait. Not here. Not in front of the boy. Follow me. You mentioned Shinar. I regret what happened there. But I'd rather not have this conversation in front of the others. Not yet. This outpost has been through a lot from even before I came here. As you
If
can
you need
see,
medical attention,
it's starting to
Grace.
thrive.
She'll set you up.
Up ahead is the community center. We should have some privacy there. Now, let's get one thing straight. I'm not here to fight you, Hunter. But before you take me in, I just want to say my piece. The truth is, I've been waiting for you. Yes, I am the one who left Shinar to die. My crimes are many, and without redemption. But I don't fear death, Hunter. My blood is rancid, my bones rotten. If you seek my life, well, then you'll be disappointed. There's no life left to take. They do, but it'll have to wait. The others in this outpost, they depend on me. For them, my absence will be an expensive purchase. And for their sake, I will not yield. You may know about Shinar, but before that, I spent time with the Crimson Fleet. And before that, I was one of the Promised, a servant of House Varun. All of that's to say, my crimes are many. I don't ask for absolution. Only time. I can solve the short-term problems, but there are long-term issues at play. I had hoped to correct them, but your arrival has changed the timeline. I do. My terms are as follows. In exchange for my submission, I would like you to help me resolve some pressing issues here. When that work is done, I will turn myself in, or end my life. Whatever the people decide. The blood on my hands is thick. It would not be fair to leave such a decision to any one person. I would put it to a vote. Let the people of New Babylon know my crimes, and be my judge. If that is what the people choose, I will abide by it. When I arrived here, I found a place in dire straits. It's better now, but there's still work to be done. Repairs are needed, physically and emotionally. I will need your help with both. Yes, people can be broken just as easily as any machine. For the outpost to survive, it will need all its parts mended. Likewise, but some things are obvious to see, if not easy to correct. But to the matter at hand, as I mentioned, I have a list of things that I'd like to resolve. The people I'd like you to speak with have been harder to convince. In time, I could have moved them, but perhaps a different voice may speed up the process. And New Babylon is no exception. For one, I'd like to automate some of the work here. To do that, we need to fix the Model A unit by the junkyard. Second, we need to restore this place of worship. We can solve a lot of social issues through sermon and prayer. Making my rounds, there's much to do besides the tasks I gave you. Recently, I've been acting as the outpost leader, with Zaina retiring. It's her time. She's older and would like to return home. The outpost has voted me as her successor. That will have to change. Not right now. Let's finish the work first. Delaying, yes. I'm not in the mindset to revisit that time. Give me a moment to finish my business here. I don't blame you if you have doubts. When cornered, it's a man's natural inclination to run. But that will not serve the people here. I have a plan, but let's handle the matter of the robot first. Human labor is costly. There are a number of processes we need to automate. There is a utility robot at the junkyard that could alleviate a lot of issues, but it's lacking a power cell. No, the machines here are older models. The type of cell required is no longer in production. This is their home, Asking them to leave is not on the table. There are. You'll need to talk to Ivica, the supply coordinator. I've been trying to convince him to shift around the outpost's power distribution with little luck. Maybe you'll be able to sway him. He fears losing his job, but the robot's a tool. It's not meant to replace him. I'll be around if you have other questions.